our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
The Yeller Sub, located on 7200 Montgomery Boulevard, serves breakfast all day long along with classic hot and cold subs. Don't forget about our shakes, malts and floats made with your favorite Bluebell ice cream. 45 years and still going strong. Come on down to the Yeller Sub, official sandwich of ProView Networks.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
You followed him from the first day he signed with the team. You remember the day he poured in 63 points? The night he played a sold-out concert to 30,000 people. The day he gave his infamous speech. That's why you believe in heroes. That's why you remember and collect their memorabilia. All in Autographs, where you can meet some of the greats, collect some of the greats, and share your own legacy. Visit All In Autographs, where you can celebrate the great and have your own piece of history.
I'm David C. Chavez, personal injury attorney. For over 4 decades, our law firm has remained steadfast in our commitment to serving the remarkable people of New Mexico that have been injured through no fault of their own. I'm a New Mexican fighting for New Mexicans. I received my bachelor's degree at NMSU and earned my law degree at UNM. I can proudly say I'm both an Aggie and a Lobo. Call now and I will meet with you. 40 years strong, and we're still as local as red and green.
Opening Drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal. Here's Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck.
Well, you got your football over the weekend. You got, you got a lot of football. You got a 70-yard field goal. You got Geno flipping off the fans. You got to see a little Cam Ward. Got to see some Shador. Saints got 3 quarterbacks, or maybe they got none. Got a little golf that went extra holes. You got a city championship. United got beat. I got a lot for you. Oh, and the big dumper continues to dump them into the seats. It's 45 for him. What up, boys and girls? It's a new work week. Happy Monday. Good to be back in the saddle. It's the Opening Drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal. Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. How you living?
What it do?
You all right?
We all right.
Had a good week?
Solid.
All right. Sorry to come back.
No.
But I'm glad the codes work. I'm glad the door's open.
It's much appreciated.
I feel like I missed a lot, and I'm not gonna lie. I've been catching up. You ever unplug? Did you ever your phone work, but you never really? I didn't.
You have to.
Okay, so for a week, I didn't watch a game. I guess I saw some scores, flip on the Twitter or whatever, or a text. But last night, the last night when we were leaving, we didn't turn the TV on one time. It was kind of, I guess in a bar somewhere, I saw a highlight of a game. I saw a Rams highlight against the Cowboys, and I saw some South American soccer game or whatever. It was somewhat wonderful. I'm not gonna lie. I can't tell you the last time I completely unplugged. Didn't really have emails, and it was weird, man. It was weird. People say, where the hell were you? Where'd you go this time? What bowl business? No, I actually took a week off. I can't tell you the last time I did it, dude. It was wonderful.
You can't survive if you don't ever unplug.
Yeah, no, it was good. What's the biggest thing I missed locally? Is it the quarterback thing at UNM? Is it the defense outshining the offense in the scrimmage? Is it that kids get in free? What's the biggest thing that happened last week?
I think there were some really good announcements.
Brian Urlacher was in town. I saw that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Solid announcements with the future of football, just in terms of, all right, get people in, at least for the first half, then it's up to the football team to keep them for the second half.
Are people going to respond? Like your response here, I always think this is a decent judge, while maybe not 100% accurate. Are people going to respond? So the fact that they've got $4 concessions and that kids under 12 get in free in the north end zone, how do people respond to that? Is that yeah, but I still got to buy a ticket?
Sure, there's some of that, but it was a lot of positivity.
Good. Okay.
Last week of just, all right, there's someone that's thinking outside the box, that is trying to engage differently.
I think that's the right approach. I found over time, especially in this town, and I haven't said it a lot lately, but you've heard me say it, sometimes things aren't free enough for people, right? You give them something, they can play. Well, it's not free enough for you, and meaning you got 3 kids, and how am I supposed to get them in? We'll buy a ticket. It's like $7, $10, whatever it is. You get you all in. Whatever, $12. You can get all of you in, right? But that wasn't the case, which is good to hear.
Yeah, I think when you just talk about stuff locally, last week, positivity on the football front with kids 12 and under getting in free, the concessions. You got to do something that gets people in the stadium. Right? It just can't just be about, well, at least you're having fun an hour or two before kickoff.
Right.
You know, it's like you need to get through that gate, get them engaged, and then everyone understands. Coach Eck, all the way down, knows that it's up to the football team to get people interested to stay longer. But in this ever-changing world of college athletics and this battle for your entertainment dollar across the board, these are small steps that are showing that you are taking a step back, looking at this community, looking at what football has been, what it needs to be, and trying ways to engage people differently.
Did Fernando come in last week?
Yes.
And I appreciate the way he's thinking. And I think, I've had some good conversation with him, and everybody, he's very much like Eck in the respect of the majority, and almost everybody who I've met who has spent some time, who has met him, and I say them now, really likes him. Wow, I really like him. Yeah, he's hard not to like, and there's a ton of energy, and there's good ideas. And it's not ideas in the way where this is how we did it at Texas, or this is how we did it at this place, right? I think he's done a pretty good job of taking X amount of months. And if you figure he started here in mid-December, and here we are 8 months later, to kind of get a lay of the land, right? He had to jump in feet first and hire a football coach. Then he was feet first into legislature, right? And trying to figure out that whacked out system of going up there and with his hat in his hand. And then kind of, working with the people around him whom he has trust in, and figuring out some things. And look, everything isn't going to work, but I appreciate that he's going out and doing some things. Like somebody said to me, when we're on this trip, yeah, why did they do that before? Well, I mean, I don't know, right? Are you losing money by letting kids under 12 in for free into that north end zone? No, I think you're attracting people. Well, those tickets would be sold, probably not. And you figure, they got to come with a parent, right? And so you'll sell a ticket or 2 tickets. The kids who are coming with their parents that are already coming, that have season tickets, or sitting in the End Zone Club or the Zia Club, are still going to sit up there. They're still going to buy food and concessions, and parking and all that stuff. So I like it. I think it'll work. If it doesn't, okay, you say, wow, we tried, but I think it will. $4 concessions. Look, it's a stadium, man. I just been in airports and go buy a slice of pizza in an airport. Go to anywhere and buy a beer, right? I mean, Yeah, you're not getting a dollar menu at McDonald's. So I appreciate the way they're thinking, and you're right. Now, at some point, it's going to be up to Eck and the football team, and by every count, they've had a really good camp, and let's see if they can score some points. It sounds like defense, and I know you've been out there a lot. It sounds like their defense looks good. The scrimmage defense was way ahead of the offense. You can never tell when it's you versus you, but you know, I don't know how you feel about anything I just said.
No, it's a lot of exactly what we were talking about last week, but it's one where you have to just get people engaged and, you know, thinking outside the box, thinking about the community, what works. And then when it comes to the football products of it all, the defense, the front seven, I think actually has some impactful players in it. And I was talking with Sean Ryder about this last week when he joined us from the Albuquerque Journal. He's like, there's been a couple years in the past where you think it's going to be better, but I think that unit is actually going to be better this season. There's some impactful players there. The fact that I think the quarterback battle is real to this point.
Do you?
I do. And that's, I guess it could be a little bit shocking, but I also think it's, you know, James Lobstein is a player that just been overlooked, never had an opportunity, and he's out there pushing Jack Lane right now. And it's not a shoe, and I still think that come game one, Jack Lane is the starter, but this is actually a really close camp battle right now, and some of that is a challenge because you talk about the scrimmage. They didn't play Scottrade Humphrey. They weren't going to put a lot of those guys out there because they can't afford to lose anyone, because right now the biggest question mark on this team is, can anyone catch a pass? Your top three receivers are hurt.
All hurt. How hurt are top three receivers? I got
Johnson
3 weeks.
was the hamstring,
Okay.
2 weeks ago.
Yep.
Kadir Diop went down at the end of practice Tuesday, and I don't know if it was an ankle or a knee. And so you're going in there and kind of understanding that the offense is limited, and you're not going to throw a lot out there in that scrimmage.
Yeah. All right, we got a lot to do, man, and I got a lot to catch up on, and I'm looking forward to having conversations with y'all. Here's numbers to get in today. 505-246-0610. That's how to get here. 505-246-0610. Put it in your phone. It's our phone line. It's our text line. Emails come in this morning. Jeff@sportsanimалabq.com. JJ at sportsanimалabq.com. If you want to find him on the X, it's _JJ Buck. I suggest that. You can watch our show. We're on Facebook, The OD in the AM. Go to our Facebook page, The OD in the AM. Go to Comcast if you have Xfinity, Channel 26, and, of course, the YouTube channel for ProView Networks. Adrian is in producing this morning. Hey, if you sent me an email since the 7th, I didn't get it. I just went in, you're out of town, you're gone. My email box filled up. I just cleaned it out, but I got no emails since the 7th. So if you sent me something and I didn't respond, I'm not going to, because I don't have it. When we get back, the NFL weekend was interesting. I don't know what you learned, except for dude's got a 70-yard leg. That makes you make the team, right? 70-yard field goal, you make the team, don't you?
I think you better make the team.
Like you go with one of these veteran guys who've been kicking around, and you don't take the guy who makes a 70-yard field goal. We'll get into that. Quarterback situations all over the place. Guys on the sidelines, not in uniform, getting penalties. I mean, we had a lot this weekend. So come on in, and let's catch up at 505-246-0610. Who watches your home when you're not there? Well, when I'm gone, it's IPS. IPS comes by on a daily basis every day, and then when I'm gone, they do extra checks, exterior checks. They come up to the door every day. They pick up packages that are left on the curb. They'll pick up the mail for you if you need it. They'll roll the garbage cans to the curb and back on garbage day. They give your home that lived-in look. Look, property crime's real. The officer shortage is real. And when something happens to your property, business, or home, you need a quick response, not hours. You need it now. And IPS is there within 7 minutes or less. That's their typical response time for properties which they monitor. IPS provides standing guards. If you would prefer eyes on your property around the clock, they will do that for you. They'll install alarms and camera systems. They have a state-of-the-art facility monitoring those cameras 24 hours, 7 days a week. It all raises the level of security around your home and around your business. So who's watching your home when you're not there? Who's watching your business? A quick response to that alarm or standing guards at your business. That's what IPS does. You'll sleep better at night. Give them a call, 505-897-2420, 505-897-2420. They're online at ipsglobal.com. IPS is passionate about making Albuquerque and Santa Fe better and safer places to live and work.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
I might not be in the cage as much anymore. Just like riding a bicycle, I can pick up the fight from where I left off. I'm not some slick-haired outsider posing with borrowed gloves. I grew up here. New Mexico is in my blood. I'm a New Mexican fighting for other New Mexicans. I'm Adam Oki. I'll be your champion in the courtroom.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. For over 20 years, Evergard Roofing and Solar has been committed to customer service. Locally owned and operated, Evergard offers both commercial and residential roofing and solar services. For more info, please call 505-821-9543. Evergard Roofing and Solar are proud supporters of ProView Sports Network and New Mexico Youth Athletics.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Boswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are one Eastern.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit hanswhitlerauto.com. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services.
Preseason week of NFL football. You got games everywhere. You had a lot to watch if you wanted to watch. If you had a person or persons of interest You're watching for injuries. You're watching rookies. You're watching quarterback competitions.
This report is brought to you by Sandia Area Federal Credit.
Brought to you by Sandia Federal Credit Union. 505-246-0610 if you want to get in. You're watching a guy hit a 70-yard field goal. Cam Little did it for the Jaguars. I mean, who was their kicker before? Like, if I go to the Jaguars kicker, by the way, you'll be happy about this. I just got a fantasy league I've been in forever. I just got to re-up on it, and they did away with kickers and added an extra flex position because kickers are silly, and I know how much you hate that. And yeah, I thought you'd be happy about that. Kicker for them it's Cam Little. Yeah, I mean 70 yards for crying out loud. All right, what was the biggest takeaway from the NFL weekend to you? Let me give you a couple injuries, and this was in practice. Eagles. What's the strength of the Eagles? The Super Bowl champions. The Eagles have a great offensive line. That's why they are so good at the tush push. That and their quarterback squats 700 and something pounds. Landon Dickerson carted off. He is a key part, 3-time Pro Bowl. MRI on his right knee today to find out what it is, but he's a Pro Bowl left guard. That's the interior of that line. That's where Saquon Barkley gets so many of his 2,500 yards. That's where the tush push hurts. He went to the ground on a pass play. Jalen Hurts threw a ball to Saquon Barkley, and were there 50,000 people at this practice? What are we doing? Holy smokes. I guess they all went silent. That's a big deal. That might be the biggest injury of the weekend. You got a bigger injury of the weekend from that? All right, what did you learn this weekend? What did you watch? Let's get into Shedeur. Let's start Friday, all right? Because Shedeur is a 5th-round pick, but he's not your regular 5th-round pick. Shedeur went 14 for 23 and 138 yards in the Browns game. He had 2 touchdowns. He led 3 touchdown drives, played basically 3 full quarters. He was poised. He was good in the pocket. Kevin Stefanski, his head coach, said he was pleased with how Shedeur Sanders played. Now, will he get more reps in practice? We'll see. Word is Dylan Gabriel has not been great in practice. Stefanski says, I'm honestly not focused there. I think the guys need to continue to earn their roles. That's what these guys are doing. Okay. All right, cool. What do you make of Shedeur? He played 3 quarters against whom? Right? But he looked good. He looked the part. What do you make of how the people who love Shedeur lose their minds? See, I told you he was going to be great. Stop, please stop. Like there was a meme going around, breaking news, the Browns are retiring Shedeur's number, right? He had a really nice preseason outing. I think that's good. I think it's progress. I'm not going to say, I mean, right? The flip side of the coin is, well, you'd kill him if he didn't. No, I'm not killing him. I'm not making him. I'm making a statue for him yet. I think it was a really, really good, solid preseason outing. Shedeur is an NFL quarterback. I don't know what you made of it.
Well, I think it was a great first impression, and that's what you're looking for from these guys. Young guys just being able to command the pocket, make the throws. There's a lot of easy throws in the preseason that are available. And to me, what this says, if I'm Kevin Stefanski, I say, all right, Dylan Gabriel, you get this opportunity. Can you match what Shedeur did? If not, I think you're looking at QB2 and someone that you got to start at some point in time to see if you just cash in a lottery ticket with Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah, and you might have one. And you might have one by waiting until the 5th round and you're still there. I think Dylan Gabriel is going to get a lot of opportunity. I don't think that front office is going to eat a 3rd-round pick quarterback quickly, easily. I think what happens, and I think I told you this the whole time, I told you I thought Kenny Pickett was the odd man out, right? I thought Flacco would win the job. He'll start first few games. And then I thought Gabriel would get the opportunity to win the backup job. But if Shedeur beats him, Shedeur beats him. But I think they keep both rookies. I've been listening to, well, they're going to keep 4. I don't think they keep 4. I know now they got Huntley in there, right? Snoop Huntley's in there. to play a quarter in a preseason game?
Yeah, given the fact that you had 2 guys unavailable.
Right. So they needed a body. I don't think he makes the team. And I think it's going to be Flacco. And then whoever, and I told you I think it was going to be Dylan Gabriel because I think they're going to give him all the chance to win that job. But if he doesn't win the job and Shador's better, then Shador's going to be better. And by, mid-October, if they're losing, you're going to see a rookie quarterback try to save the franchise.
And you couldn't ask for anything more right now if you're the Browns. When you really did pass on quarterbacks until the 3rd and 5th round. Shador, I was impressed.
Yes.
And it's the little things you look for of not making big-time mistakes, knowing that the defense it's not D1, like depth chart 1 players you're going against, but he made tough throws. Like the throws in the end zone were really nice. There's good touch, things that you want to see that gets you excited about a young quarterback. And I think it opened a lot of eyes because he didn't get a lot of time in practice leading up to this game and how well he looked. And then you look at Dylan Gabriel and go, all right, you're healthy. Can you match this? Can you do what Shador Sanders just did? And I'm thinking about Kenny Pickett and watching what the Saints went through this weekend. And if I'm Cleveland, I'm like, yeah, they might be calling off for a 4th, 5th round pick for Kenny Pickett soon.
Yeah. No, I think that's right. I don't know who needs Kenny Pickett and where he goes. And, I mean, is he better than anything they got in Seattle? I'm sorry, in New Orleans? In New Orleans? Because that's where I want to go next. And, I love me some Kellen Moore. But I just, when Tyler Shook, and look, he threw a touchdown pass, he threw a pick 6. Spencer Rattler got the start. I don't know that he was great. What was he? 7 of 11, 53 yards. Tyler Shook, 6 series, 15 of 22, $165 with a touchdown, the pick 6. Jake Haener mopped it up. I mean, I would tell you, I think Tyler Shook looked the best of the 3. Don't you think? And that's not saying much, but I mean, I think I've seen what Spencer Rattler can or cannot do at the NFL level. And maybe that's not fair because he's got limited opportunities. But I thought he was, less than impressive last year? Jake Haener probably the same way. You went out and was 2nd round on Shuck? 3rd round, 2nd?
Tyler Shuck was a 2nd round pick, and you look, and he's 26 years old, and there's not a lot of sitting around you can do with Tyler Shuck. Like, the Saints are in a situation where Haener, Rattler, Shuck, like you got to throw Shuck in there, but I can also understand that from a coaching staff perspective, and these are the challenging things, even if they're first-year coach, like you don't want to go out there and just be absolutely awful, which is why I do think Kenny Pickett has to be on their radar. Someone that was impressing in Browns camp. You're just getting a veteran guy in there to work with, at least Shuck, this season. Take a step back and like, who else is on that landscape? And there's not a lot of teams, if any team, that is trading a decent QB2 at this moment in time. And that's the only situation you go to because there's 4 dudes there right now.
Right.
As you said, I do not think they're keeping 4.
Yeah, I don't think they're keeping 4. So is Kenny Pickett better than what you got? And is Haener probably 3rd in this rotation?
Yeah.
All right. So is he better than Haener? And then if he wins the job, you go Pickett 1, Shuck 2, and then you drop Rattler down to 3 if he doesn't win the job. Because I just took a 2nd round pick on a quarterback. 26 years old, and I want him to develop. And honestly, for Kenny Pickett, that would be a better spot, don't you think? He'd have an opportunity to play. He's not playing it in Cleveland. Kenny Pickett is going to die on the vine in Cleveland. And I don't know that I think Kenny Pickett's any good. In fact, I've seen what you all have seen and come to the same conclusion you all have. But I've watched guys like him bounce around and win a few football games throughout the years. And I look at what Kellen Moore's got, and he's got to be just going, holy smokes, right? I had Jalen Hurts last year. I had Dak Prescott before that. And I mean, it's either that or you got to sell out on Tyler Shuck and take your growing pains and say, do we have a franchise quarterback or not? And just sell out. Because can you win games with Spencer Rattler as quarterback in this league?
Not many.
I don't think you can either.
Not many.
And so if I said, I guess the other side of the coin would be, can you win games with Tyler Shuck at quarterback? And the answer is I don't know, right? And so that's where I might be leaning and just saying, all right, I got to go Tyler Shuck. And then, man, if I can't get some more moving, I may throw a 5th, 6th round pick at Cleveland, see if I can get Kenny Pickett. 505-246-0610. 505-246-0610. That's the phone line. That's the text line. Emails Jeff at sportsanimalabq.com and JJ at sportsanimalabq.com. When we get back, more football from the weekend. Have the Cowboys look in street clothes. CeeDee Lamb, I mean, that's spectacular, by the way. Geno Smith. I got another take on the Geno Smith. Flipping the bird to the Seattle fans, too. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is Pro View. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on Pro View Networks.
Got shots? Got shots? Got shots?
During Got Shots, participating providers open their doors for any child who presents for immunizations, regardless of whether they are a patient or whether they have insurance.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
The Yeller Sub, located on 7200 Montgomery Boulevard, serves breakfast all day long along with classic hot and cold subs. Don't forget about our shakes, malts and floats made with your favorite Blue Bell ice cream. 45 years and still going strong. Come on down to the Yeller Sub, official sandwich of ProView Networks.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gala Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies. miles, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campus is
The texts are coming in as well. Steve from Michigan says, I understand it's preseason and numbers don't count. But what do you guys think about that 70-yard field goal count? And glad the guy from the Lions who got hurt is okay. I thought the 70-yard field goal is insane. I mean, I just, like, it's insane. And I saw something today that it might be the longest field goal ever kicked in football, JJ. Like, I mean, guys are getting bigger, stronger, faster, and, you know, was it indoors? It was outdoors, wasn't it? So, I mean, what do I think about it? Dude better make the team. I think it was insane. As far as Maurice Norris, he was back at he's talking about the Lions player who got carted off the field. They stopped the game. He was back at the facility yesterday. It was 2 days after he was taken off the field. And he says, I'm all good, man. Don't stress it. He was released from the hospital, stable condition. And, I mean, right? You hate that. What do I think about it? I freaking hate seeing it. And it's football, and it's part of the game. And I'm glad he's back. And I'm glad the man is back with his teammates. And he's able to walk around and, we'll worry about playing football another day. That's what I think about it. 505-246-0610. Miguel, good morning. You're on the Sports Animal. What's good, Miguel?
Hey, good morning, gentlemen. Hey, I don't know if that guy makes the team that had the 70-yard field goal, but he's going to make somebody's team.
Yeah.
That's pretty damn impressive. I got a comment. It's not really about football. I didn't watch much football this weekend. I spent a lot of time watching baseball. But a couple Saturdays ago, I was had a bowl of popcorn and my favorite Kool-Aid, and I turned on the TV, and I was watching the Connie Mack World Series, and I'm like, there's a voice. I recognize that voice from somewhere. And I think it was about the fourth inning you came on and said you're Jeff Symbieta. And I was like, that's who you are. And I just wanted to call in and tell you that was an exciting game. I enjoyed it. It's one of those things that's on my sports list buckets to get up to Farmington and see sometime. But it's good to hear your voice, and it was quite a entertaining game.
That's kind of you, and I appreciate it. That's a really fun one to do. I've got to do that the last bunch of years on CBS Sportsnet, and got to work with former Lobo great coach and New Mexico Junior College coach Ray Birmingham on that, and got down to a Saturday night game, which we didn't get last year, and it was a winner-take-all game, a team from Texas, Dulan's Dodgers, and the Southern California Renegades, and had a good game, great pitching performance by the young man by Dulan's, and they won that, and it was fun. Got really, really nice response from the people at CBS after that as well. So I appreciate you saying that. Great crew that we worked with up there, and just what they do up there is spectacular. So
I believe it. So, but thanks for your time, guys. I'll keep listening. You guys have a good week.
I appreciate that. Thanks. Since he brought it up, I want to give a big props to the people up there. You got to get up there one year. Like it's just so cool what Farmington does. And I went to a place in Farmington I'd never been. I got to spend an extra day up there. Got around the San Juan Country Club with Ray Birmingham on Saturday morning. I mean, what else were we going to do?
That sounds like a pretty darn good day.
Couldn't get on Pinon Hill, so one of the gentlemen, Sean up there, got us on over at San Juan Country Club. Got to play. It's beautiful. I had no idea. No, and I should have had ideas. But that was really fun. Appreciate that. All right. How do you get a penalty when you're not on the field? You catch CeeDee Lamb. It was beautiful. He got a 15-yard penalty in street clothes because there's that white area, dude. I'm watching a highlight right now, right? Nobody's in the border area. That's the referee's zone, and CeeDee Lamb was there. Did you catch that collision? Because that was a pretty solid collision.
It was one of the hardest hits of the weekend.
Yes.
What CeeDee Lamb took on the sideline.
Yeah. What do you make out of Joe Milton? I mean, I know what Jerry Jones makes out of him. Well, I mean, he throws the most amazing ball. I got Cowboy fans telling me.
New crush.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're going to hear it all year long. Just give it to Joe Milton. He's the future. Joe Milton, let him play with Dak Prescott. He's going to save us so much money, and then we're going to be able to buy everyone.
No, you're not. You're gonna have to pay Dak. I mean, you got to pay him.
Cut him, take that cap hit, and move on.
Oh, okay. All right. Joe Milton threw a pass, and your guy CeeDee Lamb, who didn't play, who was in street clothes, was going down, and he was celebrating, and the referee came down. It's that white painted border. You've seen it. It's reserved for officials during the action. And side judge's name is Anthony Jeffries. And it was a hell of a collision. Cowboys flagged for 15 yards. Unsportsmanlike conduct is the penalty on that. Rams also flagged for pass interference. But instead of having the ball at the Rams 23, they added the 38. They settled for a field goal. And okay. The head referee was asked about it. It was a pool report afterwards. Alex Moore is the head referee, was asked about what happened. Quote, it's more of a rare situation. Normally we don't have anybody standing that deep into the restricted area for that type of forceful contact. So it's a rare occurrence, but it does happen from time to time. All right. Cowboys didn't complain about the call. Thank you.
Yeah. Like, CD, you're a little excited. Get out the way.
Yeah, no, appreciate that you realized that you shouldn't be there and you didn't complain about the call.
Because an official almost put you on the IR.
Wouldn't that have been something, dude? I mean, would that have been so Cowboy? Where are we with Micah? I didn't hear. I haven't had a deal.
Nowhere.
So it's just the same place? He hasn't been traded? He's not practicing? He doesn't have a contract?
That is correct.
I went out of the country for a few days and he didn't get signed? All right. Figured something. You like Joe Milton, though?
Interesting backup quarterback.
But he's going to be the guy, man. He's going to be the guy. No?
Get in line of really intriguing athletes at the quarterback position.
Yeah, no, I think that's right. Yes. There's other stuff. The baseball stuff is getting interesting. You can get in on that. Big Dumper's got 45 home runs. Clark Sonnenberg won the city championship, which is actually really, really cool. Got a ton to do today. 505-246-0610. You can get in on Lobo football as well. I got emails coming in, Jeff at sportsanimалabq.com and JJ at sportsanimалabq.com. You got jewelry? You like jewelry? She likes jewelry. I promise you that. I got a jeweler for you. My jeweler is John Thomas Jewelers, and they'll be your jewelers. As soon as you walk in the door, different spot, and different means good. Third floor, Lewis University building, right across the street from the Coronado Mall on Louisiana, 1 block south of Manal. You're not going to stumble across them in the mall. It's not this regular old place that you're used to. No. They've got everything from rings to stud earrings. I got my watch taken care of there. They've got a state-of-the-art facility that makes whatever you want. It's their own facility right there. But here's what they're doing right now. If you're thinking about getting engaged, there's nowhere else. How do you know what ring she wants? You don't. You kind of have an idea. I think she'll like this. They got over 3,000 men's and women's bridal sets on hand right now at John Thomas Jewelers to try on. If you don't like what they have, then create it. And they'll work you through that. And you'll see the ring in 3D. You'll preview the ring in 3D printed wax before they make it in precious metals. And then when she gets the ring and she loves you and says yes, but she doesn't love the ring, she wants something different, you've got an entire year to redesign the ring after you propose. No penalty, even on custom-made rings. Their rings come with a lifetime warranty. Their diamonds are hand-selected by John Thomas Jewelers in Antwerp, Belgium, which is the diamond capital of the world. It is called the No Regrets Engagement Ring and is exclusively at John Thomas Jewelers. The No Regrets Engagement Ring is amazing. Go by, see them on the third floor, Lewis University building, on Louisiana, 1 block south of Manal. See why they've been voted the best jeweler in Albuquerque 5 straight years and voted one of America's coolest jewelry stores. It's John Thomas Jewelers, where Albuquerque gets engaged.
This report is sponsored by August.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth that's real tough, backed by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot. It's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
You followed him from the first day he signed with the team. You remember the day he poured in 63 points? The night he played a sold-out concert to 30,000 people. The day he gave his infamous speech. That's why you believe in heroes. That's why you remember and collect their memorabilia. All in autographs, where you can meet some of the greats, collect some of the greats, and share your own legacy. Visit All In Autographs, where you can celebrate the great and have your own piece of history.
TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sports shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is Pro View. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
You followed him from the first day he signed with the team. You remember the day he poured in 63 points? The night he played a sold-out concert to 30,000 people. The day he gave his infamous speech. That's why you believe in heroes. That's why you remember and collect their memorabilia. All in autographs, where you can meet some of the greats, collect some of the greats, and share your own legacy. Visit All In Autographs, where you can celebrate the great and have your own piece of history.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420.
Right?
Yes.
And then had some good years, kind of rejuvenated his career in Seattle, and now is with the Raiders. He reunited with his former coach in Seattle, Pete Carroll, who's there. And so he goes back. I'm not sure what the fans are all pissed off about there, right? But there was a sign that said, "Bigger bust, Geno or Jamarcus Russell." That's an easy answer, isn't it?
Jamarcus Russell.
He's a great.
He's a great player.
Deal with it. So much about this stunned me. Okay, I would have thought the Seattle fans would have been way more welcoming. Welcoming might not even be the word, but way less. What's the word I'm looking for? For Gino.
That's one dope with the sign, and one, he was the comeback player of the year.
Yeah.
So that he's not a bust because he was able to rejuvenate his career. Did it in Seattle. And if I'm Geno Smith, I'm like, that's probably the nicest thing you're going to hear all year, actually. Is what was on that sign versus what other fans are going to come at you with.
Okay. And I know everybody's losing their mind, and he needs to be fined because somebody else was fined $10,000 for the. Why do I care that a quarterback flipped off a fan with a sign? Like honestly, it doesn't offend me. Am I supposed to be offended by this? Is it some? I get it, man. I don't want my players just out flipping off fans, and there's got to be a decorum and there's got to be a line. But it doesn't bother me, man. Does it bother you that much?
No, I think it's a small fine coming his way.
$10,000,
you can't
$20,000?
just be flipping people off willy-nilly.
Okay.
I think it's pretty simple. And realize, fans think they can do whatever the heck they want. And it stinks, but you're going to have to eat it. And if that's your reaction to that, like when people are actually being Delta Bravos, then what are you going to do?
Where does the Delta Bravo line start? So that's cool. That didn't cross it?
No.
Okay. I'm just asking where it
not
starts.
at all. Bigger bust, or Jamarcus. Like, okay, you've been that sideline. You know what people say. You know that line.
I guess it just, I'm surprised that that's what got Gino going. And I don't know, Gino, you don't know him either, but it seems like he's a pretty mature, kind of grown up, kind of hardened guy. He played in New York, had to take all that crap that he took when he was with the Jets. And maybe he expected something better, didn't expect that. I think the sign is so incredibly misguided, first of all. But that doesn't matter. I guess bottom line is player cannot flip off fan, right? Period. End of sentence.
I just, if I'm Gino, I would have just been like, oh, really? What was the last couple years then, man? Like, what did we do for this franchise?
Yeah, I guess the answer was just to keep walking, right?
But just because of all the things that are said and or going to be thrown out at these players, for Gino to have that reaction right there, and then for like Pete Carroll to try to take the sign away, it's like, dude, this is like low key preseason stuff that you guys are like really trying to say is crossing the line. Okay.
Why do you think that had such an effect on him? And to your point, Pete Carroll going over there, like, really? Cool.
I think Pete Carroll really likes Geno Smith.
Well, he does.
Yeah.
He does. And obviously, I think the question is, why did that particular sign bother him so much? I mean, to be compared to Jamarcus Russell, I guess would bother anybody. Jamarcus Russell, I mean, it is in the conversation for biggest bust ever, right? I mean, he's there. Ryan Leaf is there. I think Ryan Leaf was better than Jamarcus Russell, but whatever, right? I mean, nobody wants to be compared to that. I don't want to be. You don't want to be. Gino doesn't want to be, especially in a place where he felt that he did a really, really nice job, resurrected his career, and probably resurrected that franchise, right? Got them way back to respectability. But I think we lose our minds too much, first of all, when a player flips off a fan after all the stuff that's said. Now, in this particular instance, I don't know that warranted it, right? Was that egregious? No. And where do you draw the line? I don't know. And that's a fair conversation. I don't know what's warranted for a player to have a reaction where he can snap back, clap back, flip off, whatever, a fan. That seems pretty mild. But it feels like there's just way something more there. You know what I'm saying with this? I don't know why that set him off. It doesn't bother me, though, when a guy flips off a fan for being an a-hole. It doesn't.
I'm with you with the way that fans act and think they can get away with stuff, and a lot of it is, it's not just social media. It's thinking that I paid my ticket. It gives me free reign to do whatever the heck I want
right
in these stands. That other times I've defended athletes' reactions a lot because it's not just, oh, someone's making fun of your socks or your motion. Like, we know, we've all been there, and sure, people have crossed the lines themselves being in those stands and what they say
right
to athletes. But that one, I'm just like, of all the things you're going to hear this entire season, like, this one got you going. Okay.
That's my point, right? And then Pete Carroll was asked about it, about, did you see, how do you feel about your quarterback flipping off the fans? And Pete Carroll said, did you see what the sign said? And the reporters, yeah, I saw it. Next question. Whoa, man, preseason week 1, and this is where we are? Like, the pressure is mounting, and you played one game together in those colors. It's really, if this was October, November, all right. I mean, right? This is the kind of stuff you expect then. I just, again, doesn't bother me that a player flips off an a-hole fan. It just doesn't. I know it bothers other people, and you can't do it, and there's got to be a line, and there's got to be decorum, and I understand all that. And you can't do it. And I think there's plenty of times where players are justified in having a response, clapping back, throwing a bird to a fan. Nobody's hurt by it. Like, who got hurt by him putting up his middle finger? Oh, my God.
Probably not even the fan.
Right. Well, the fan probably loved it. Yeah, Gino flipped me off. Right?
Yeah, he probably immediately went to social media and posted it.
100%. Man, I told you a story about my buddy who caddied a PGA, an Australian dude, and was telling Jason Day a story about when he beat Jason Day back in the day, and I said to him, how was PGA Championship? He says, Jason Day called me a fat bleep. I think that it's a badge of courage, right? Right? The fans probably the same way. Geno Smith flipped me off, dude. It was awesome. He saw the sign, he flipped me off. It doesn't hit me. Big dumpers hitting, though. We got to get there. Aztec almost won again on the end of year for JJ Spawn, huh? Didn't get it done last night or yesterday. The golf was really good over the weekend as well. 505-246-0610. Come on in. Emails Jeff at sportsanimalabq.com. Travis Hunter debuted this weekend. How'd he look? It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is Pro View. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on Pro View Networks.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Marty Size in Albuquerque today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport
including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
The Yeller Sub, located on 7200 Montgomery Boulevard, serves breakfast all day long along with classic hot and cold subs. Don't forget about our shakes, malts and floats made with your favorite Blue Bell ice cream. 45 years and still going strong. Come on down to the Yeller Sub, official sandwich of ProView Networks.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. For over 20 years, Everguard Roofing and Solar has been committed to customer service.
The Sports Animal. Now it's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal. Here's Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck.
Little news this morning. Good morning, boys and girls. UFC fans, you're going to have a new place to watch your product here soon. It's the opening drive. Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. You found us on 95.9 FM and AM 610, The Sports Animal. We're here for you. We can talk global football if you'd like. As the season's getting closer, the game against Michigan's coming up on 3 weeks away. Less than that, right? You got the NFL all weekend. You watch that. News this morning, Paramount, JJ, is going to be the new home for all UFC events. They got a new 7-year agreement that starts in 2026. So Paramount will exclusively distribute all of UFC's fights. 13 marquee numbered events and 30 fight nights on Paramount Plus. There'll be some simulcasted on CBS. So they're going away from the pay-per-view model. Paramount and TKO say that they're going to allow mixed martial arts programming to reach more consumers nationwide. It's a 7-year deal, average of about $1.1 billion annually. You like this?
I think it's fascinating. In the media landscape, which we're talking about it so much when it comes to live sports and college athletics, what we've seen the NBA do in their shift, just chasing the dollars and where you're getting your stuff. You know, Paramount Plus, yeah, it's a subscription service, but when you think about you are already subscribed to a lot of this stuff, and then for a big fight, you're paying $80 for that fight. I do think it will get a lot of people interested in this model.
So there won't be any pay-per-view for the big fights. Now, I'm going to guess your subscription price is going to go up.
Probably could see an increase in that.
Do you have Paramount Plus?
Yes.
How much is that, roughly?
No, I don't know it off the top.
Yeah, because we get so many of them. It's like, I mean, this one and that one. I mean, okay.
Yeah, it's one where you cut the cord and then you realize this plus that plus this plus that equals kind of what you had, but you have to almost have everything covered now.
Because stuff's everywhere now. And I don't know. So do you cast everything to your big screen, or do you watch on computers or smaller screens?
No, I just have it on my TV. So like YouTube TV.
So you've got
Hulu,
you've got
Disney
yeah,
Plus.
you've got all the apps right there. Yeah. All right. So that was news this morning. Emails this morning, if you want to get in, Jeff at sportsanimалabq.com and JJ at sportsanimалabq.com. All right. Welcome back to the email machine, huh? All right, Dan says, when does women's soccer play? Thursday is their first game, or last week?
That exhibition last Thursday, they have their regular season opener this Thursday night, 7:30, Texas Southern.
All right. Dan says another self-inflicted wound returning Jeffrey and Juan Jose. We had all summer for a women's soccer friendly, and they play on a Thursday, first night of school for kids in the metro when no one can go. Got to get the schedule thing figured out around here. We just got to. They should have played like what, last month, Dan?
There was a good crowd at that exhibition scrimmage.
Okay.
And there's a lot stricter limits on days for certain sports than people realize. In terms of like when players can show up, when you can start practicing.
Well, Dan wants to know why they didn't play like in June. Why didn't they have the scrimmage then, or July, when the kids could go?
Coaches not allowed to work their players.
And school didn't start, and the kids aren't here, and they're not allowed to. Like, yes.
That was a nice. Coach Eck brought the football team over.
Good.
Because they had the scrimmage Thursday afternoon.
Love that.
It was a fun little atmosphere.
Yeah, I love that he does that. They win?
4-1, and there is a local product, a true freshman, Savannah Sanchez, that scored twice that could absolutely make noise this season.
Good. All right, so they open up the season for real on Thursday. All right. Mike said another quiet night on social media thingy for the Dividers, Jeff Lou. They need to get back home so at least we can start hearing about attendance again. New Mexico United was on the road. They have now lost 4 straight league matches. They were 2-2 at halftime and lost to Tulsa 5-2. Tulsa's the top of the table in the West. 3 straight goals was a tough 10-minute span. It's been a tough 2 months for New Mexico United. I think they've won 1 league match. Is that correct, in the last 2 calendar months?
Yes, it's been a minute.
And sliding down the table, and I think they're going to be okay.
Down into 5th place.
Yeah, I mean, and that means outside of the hosting a home match where they were sitting in first and talking about, winning the whole thing and having home field advantage and everything, they've got to figure this thing out. And I don't know, I mean, I know you certainly know more than I. Is it more about injuries? Is the roster, Tulsa, obviously Tulsa's really good. It feels like San Antonio is really good in their division or in their conference. But in the Western Conference, it was not long ago where they were sitting at the top of the table.
Well, they were the team that everyone was saying was really good. You give up 3 goals in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
That's a deeper issue you got to figure out.
Yeah. And they're not going to catch Tulsa. Tulsa's run away from them at 38 points. At least I don't think they will. They're 13 points in front, and we're in the back half of the season now. I think their bigger issue is, do they get a home playoff match? And that's the top 4. And they're 2 points. And look, there's a lot of season in front of you. They're 2 points behind El Paso and 3 behind San Antonio for 3rd and 4th place. But on the other side, they're just 1 point in front of the teams all behind them for the last playoff spot. And then Monterey's only 3 points back. And they have not won games, JJ. I mean, it's been a minute. They've lost 4 in a row. And it's getting time to, all right, you got to pick this thing up now. You got to figure this thing out. Next up, they will be home. When's the 15th? It's this weekend. Las Vegas Lights are in town. Las Vegas is the bottom of the table. Las Vegas has got 19 points. They have won 5 games, lost 10. Not very good. That's Senna Sanchez's old team, that you're a head coach. That's must win? Is that bigger than kind of got to win game?
That turns into must-win territory with the way they played over the last few weeks.
Because then they get El Paso, who's in front of them, and then a Miami team who's in the lower half of the standings in the East, and they get a North Carolina team who's 3rd place in the East. So that's got to be your get-right game. It just has to be, doesn't it? I would think. That's where you are. So, yeah, thanks for that. Who sent me that? Mike? All right. Bill, meanwhile, at the Monument of Mediocrity, 2 weeks ago, Jeff, that goofy hype dude was on. That's Forrest. Forrest was on the OD saying, oh, no way. I hopes are out of it. No way. What team has he been watching the last 20 years? Yeah, they're probably done. After going 1-6 in the last series, they're playing out the schedule now. Which, I mean, go out and have fun, have a hot dog, have a beer, go get a monster sandwich or pig candy or whatever it is you get and go have fun.
Exactly.
It's the Colorado Rockies franchise. On that note, Tella says Sushan sounded down in the dumps. Jeff, if you don't think winning is important, compare Josh's energy going into Wednesday night sprints, trying to convince himself that in a period of 5 hours his club can get right back into the title hunt. Now contrast to the rest of the week after 2 tough losses, realizing that their season is likely over. I was out of country, didn't hear Josh, but, I mean, look, man, he is the ultimate pro, and he is so damn good at what he does. And I don't know, after years and years and years of getting beat down by this club, come August of whatever year it happens to be, if he has a day where maybe his energy isn't opening day energy, I'm going to give him a pass. That's just me.
I'm right there with you.
How much losing is he? You know, let's compare his record with our Monday and Tuesday record of the last 14 years.
Want to get excited on this discussion.
Yes. Garcia says, living it up. Jeff, when you're in Michigan next week, are you going to go see Live live? Or tickets too expensive, can't find parking, they're always out of hot chocolate, the sound system sucks, the old bench seats are uncomfortable, they cut down the shade tree, etc. Liv is playing 3 straight weeks to wrap up their season. When I go to Michigan next week, I kind of got a full schedule moving the child in. Going to get her, she needs a new bed pad, and mattress pad and sheets and snacks and foods and, you know what I mean? Moving sucks, dude.
Oh, tell me about it.
Tell me how much I'm looking forward to this first Michigan trip. And then going back the next week for the big game. I'll get into this one later, Richard. We'll hit that later. Text line, 505-246-0610. This is from John. Good morning, fellas. Welcome back to the OD and the AM, Jeff. Watched the Isotopes game last night since it was on channel 7.3 here in the Albuquerque area. 7-3 was the final. Round Rock gets the win. Kind of disappointing for Albuquerque. That's 2 games with a loss. The Isotopes hope they improve before it's too late. Yeah, John, I think it's too late. I mean, I don't mean to be that guy, but PCL standings. And they do second half standings, right? Like it's first half, second half. Who won the first half? Oklahoma City did. Albuquerque is 12 games back. El Paso's in first place. Yeah, it's going to be, it's okay. Go out and have a good time. Go watch the guys who are throwing out the first pitch. Get a what's the Super Sunday they have down the third base line that they were so fired up about? Traub sent me onto that the last time we were there, and then the line was ridiculously long.
They know who you are?
I wouldn't.
Can't hook you up?
I wouldn't do
Come on.
No, I won't do that. Might have been able to, but I won't do it. So Addie and I went and got dessert somewhere else. All right, 505-246-0610. We're going to hit the big leagues when we get back because the big leagues have been really fun, and here we go. And the Brewers watch out for the Brewers, by the way. Watch out for the Brewers. A little history for Justin Verlander, and the big dumper is legit. 505-246-0610. How's your yard? Thinking about something? You don't even know, do you? You just know you got a space and you want it to look nicer. Or maybe you just need some cleanup. Or you're looking for a new retaining wall or new turf or whatever it is. LaBarge Landscaping is your place. Residential and commercial landscaping, maintenance and design, cleanup and repair. They got over 80 years of experience there. They are locally owned and family owned and operated, licensed, bonded, and insured. That's why I call them. And they are terrific. They do great work. What does it all mean? It means you don't have to worry about someone not doing the job, not completing the job, and not doing it well. They do what they say they're going to do. Cleanups, irrigation, design, synthetic turf, walls, whatever you need, LaBarge is your answer. They take pride in their work. Every single job, they treat your home like it's their property. Like it's their own. They clean up. Their attention to detail is impeccable. They respect your place. Their quality works beyond compare. Pricing, incredibly competitive. If you don't know what you want, they'll work with you on this. They'll send out a landscape expert, walk you through the process. Their design sketches, they'll show all these sketches for you. Like, what do you want, this, and walk you through the process. So you don't have to worry about anything. You'll find exactly what you want. I needed a cleanup. I needed a sprinkler system overhaul. That's why I called them. There was no question who I was going to call. LaBarge Landscape. Go look at the portraits or look at the pictures. Go through the gallery at LaBarge, LaBarge, LaBargeLandscape.com. Go on their website, bounce around, look at the pictures, then give them a call. 505-345-3000. 505-345-3000. Whether your project is small or large, the answer is easy. It's LaBarge Landscape.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
You followed him from the first day he signed with the team. You remember the day he poured in 63 points? The night he played a sold-out concert to 30,000 people. The day he gave his infamous speech. That's why you believe in heroes. That's why you remember and collect their memorabilia. All in Autographs, where you can meet some of the greats, collect some of the greats, and share your own legacy. Visit All In Autographs, where you can celebrate the great and have your own piece of history.
TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is Pro View. From pros to prep. All your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on Pro View Networks.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are one Eastern.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot. It's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Big dumper. I mean, killing it. Opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Channel. Baseball is hit, I guess, not the stretch, but you're getting there now. And how seriously are we looking at Cal Raleigh on this home run record? He hit his 45th home run. The Mariners have won 7 in a row, by the way. And he's the best story in the big leagues. He's their MVP, right? With Aaron Judge being hurt for a little bit of time, Yankees scuffling a bit, this guy coming out of nowhere. I know a guy in Seattle, it's hard for the rest of the world to realize that there's anything west of the Mississippi, especially way up. Oh, wait, there's something up in that left upper corner of the world, right? According to people. And I lived in Washington State for 5 years, and I remember how it was up there. But he and Ken Griffey Jr. are now the only Mariners to ever hit 45 home runs in a season. Griffey did it 5 times. And Griffey, like I've told you many times, is the best player I've watched on a daily basis in my life. Ken Griffey Jr. was unbelievable. What this guy's doing and the fact that they're winning, he's your MVP, right?
Yes, no one's going to catch him if he keeps up this offensive pace.
And here they are now, just a half game behind Houston. They're in a wild card spot while the Yankees are scuffling and they're 6.5 back, and they're holding on by a half game to the final wild card spot. Like, if we go the way we're going now, your MVP is Cal Raleigh, who, I mean, where did Cal Raleigh come from? Like, where did this phenomenon happen? This dumper, like, I mean, honestly, they've hit on something, and I don't know if this is going to be a once in a forever deal, or if this guy's legit. He's the best hitting catcher we've seen since Johnny Bench, Mike Piazza. I mean, you got anybody else?
Salvador Perez is the record holder, which was like 3 years ago.
The record holder for
home runs for a catcher?
Yeah, but also for average. Well, he's hitting 247, 98 RBI. What's the record for a catcher? He's going to break it, right?
Perez hit 48 in 20.
All right, so he's got a month and a half to catch that.
So Cal Raleigh's good. Like, you look at his numbers the last few years, like, it's a good offensive catcher. He is having one of those, like, Salvador Perez-like seasons.
Yeah.
I think Salvador Perez, if you like take a step back and look at who's been one of the best catchers in the league, it's been that dude for a decade.
Yeah.
But this is, I think Cal Raleigh will be established and will be a fixture. But we're going to look back and look and, it's going to be like 25, 30, and then it's going to be like 55 home run seasons. And you're just like, what the heck happened?
Yeah, that 1 year.
One of those years, man.
Is anybody screaming steroids? Not that I want to. Not that I have no reason to believe that. I just
nah, man, that dude
somebody...
just squats. Look at that backside.
All right, I'm fine with that. I hope that's right. I'm not making any accusations. I would just expect the cynics to come out.
Squats and deadlifts all day.
Dude's a man. Just a freaking dumper. And they're good. And the trades that they've made are really good. And so you look at, like, who made some moves at the trade deadline. They did, San Diego did, and the Padres are just 2 games behind the Dodgers. Philadelphia did. They're 5.5 clear of the Mets, who are going the wrong way. Brewers didn't do much, and the Brewers are just killing it, and they've won 9 in a row. And then, Toronto's just been good. Toronto's the quietest good team because, well, they're in Canada. But the best team in the American League right now, the best winning percentage of the American League is Toronto.
You're going to have to tariff those wins, so calm down, Toronto.
That's probably right. What is it, 25% each win?
You're going to take some off the board.
Yeah. So you've got to win by 2 runs each game. The first run we take. So right now, Toronto's up 4 games on Boston. Here come the Red Sox. Detroit's still 6 clear of the Guardians. The Astros just a half game clear of Seattle in the American League. National League, Phillies are 5.5 clear of the Mets. Brewers running away now from the Cubs. The closest, isn't it crazy? The closest race in the National League is the Dodgers and Padres. I think the Padres are going to catch them. I think the Padres are going to win the West. Is that stupid?
No, it's not.
They might be better overall. And if their pitching holds up, a wild card in the National League is going to be the Cubs and the Padres. The Mets right now are a game and a half clear of Cincinnati for the final wild card. In the American League, it's Seattle, Boston, and the Yankees are just a half game clear of Cleveland, 2.5 clear of the Texas Rangers. So, hey, look, watch it. The Brewers are good. And then the Justin Verlander thing yesterday with him recording his, 3,500th career strikeout. He got beat 8-0. And this is kind of like this is the farewell tour for him, isn't it?
Yeah, he's at the end.
Yeah, he's the 10th pitcher in big league history to record 3,500 strikeouts. Giants lost 8-0 to the Washington Nationals. The baseball stuff's interesting though, and it's getting kind of cool as far as the pennant races and all that stuff. As far as the Rockies run to 100, they're 13 away. They are 30-87. They have lost 7 in a row, 2-8 in their last 10.
Let's go.
30-87.
You see that run differential, man?
Minus 329. And again, I love giving you numbers with perspective. I don't want to just throw a number at you. So the run differential, for those of you who are not, and I don't want to dumb anything down, but if you don't know, is how many runs you've scored as opposed to your opponents. So, your opponents, in this case, have scored 329 more runs than the Rockies have this season. The next biggest negative run differential in the big leagues is the Nationals, and it's minus 143. I mean, 143 is 286, and you're still not even close. It's 2.5 times more than the worst run differential in the big leagues. Or the second worst. And that's how bad that is. The next worst is minus 143, which sounds bad until you say, wait, double 143, that's 286. You're still not even close to what they are.
The White Sox, at the end of the season last year, their historically bad season, we're minus 306. We still got a ways to go.
Yeah. What do we got? What's 87 and 30? It's 80, 97, 07, 17.
Like
you still got 40 games left.
Looking at run differential, it's going to be
close to 4.
Ridiculous. 100 plus losses easy.
Oh, yeah. Are they mathematically eliminated yet? How are they not mathematically eliminated?
Got some trees in the outfield.
They got some trees in the outfield. And they got fans in the stands. I mean, people come out and watch. I mean, it is pretty amazing. All right, 505-246-0610. Emails Jeff at sportsanimalabq.com. JJ at sportsanimalabq.com. When we get back, Travis Hunter played. What's he going to play? Offense, defense? Yes is the answer. How did he look? It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
The Yeller Sub, located on 7200 Montgomery Boulevard, serves breakfast all day long along with classic hot and cold subs. Don't forget about our shakes, malts and floats made with your favorite Blue Bell ice cream. 45 years and still going strong. Come on down to the Yeller Sub, official sandwich of ProView Networks.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Boswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are one Eastern.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Marty Size in Albuquerque today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. For over 20 years, Evergard Roofing and Solar has been committed to customer service. Locally owned and operated, Evergard offers both commercial and residential roofing and solar services. For more info, please call 505-821-9543. Evergard Roofing and Solar are proud supporters of ProView Sports Network and New Mexico Youth Athletics.
I might not be in the cage as much anymore. Just like riding a bicycle, I can pick up the fight from where I left off. I'm not some slick-haired outsider posing with borrowed gloves. I grew up here. New Mexico is in my blood. I'm a New Mexican fighting for other New Mexicans. I'm Adam Oki. I'll be your champion in the courtroom.
Hi, my name is Daniel Chavez, and this is my business partner, David Chavez. We are the owners of Indeed Safety. Indeed Safety is a local safety consulting company helping our clients with their safety needs for their projects.
One of the things we pride ourselves as a construction safety company is helping our men and women in construction get home safe every day to their families. Indeed Safety is a proud supporter of ProView Network.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit hanswhitlerauto.com.
505-294-7684 or visit hanswhitlerauto.com. 505-294-7684 or visit hanswhitlerauto.com. 505-294-7684 or visit hanswhitlerauto.com. 505-294-7684 or visit hanswhitlerauto.com. 505-294-7684 or visit hanswhitlerauto.com. 505-294-7684 or visit hanswhitlerauto.com. 505-294-7684 or visit hanswhitlerauto.com. 505-294-7684 or visit hanswhitlerauto.com. 505-294-7684 or visit hanswhitlerauto.com. 505-294-7684 or visit hanswhitlerauto.com. 505-294-7684 or visit hanswhitlerauto.com. 505-294-7684 or visit hanswhitlerauto.com. 505-294-7684 or visit hanswhitlerauto.com. 505-294-7684 or visit hanswhitlerauto.com. 505-294-7684 or visit hanswhitler
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep.
Find something, I do believe this, that there's an interest, a storyline, a little bit of intrigue with just about every NFL team as we start the new season. Opening drive, Jeff Symbieta, JJ Buck. Did Hard Knocks debut last week?
Yes.
All right, so I got to go catch that first one, right? And then they usually come out on Tuesday. And it's the Bills?
Buffalo Bills.
How are the reviews on that? Anybody like that? You hear anything about it? Not really? Josh Allen got married?
Probably the most exciting thing for the Bills offseason.
Yeah, I did see that. Which, honestly, dude, let me just tell you something. If the most exciting thing in my offseason is my quarterback got married, I'm thrilled. I'd rather have that than what the Cowboys had. I heard about the Cowboys every damn day. Give me some tranquility. Muy tranquilo. Like, give me some tranquility. Give me some. I got some silence. I'm good with that. But I mean, pick a team, man. There's a really good storyline, I think. No matter where you go. Travis Hunter's won in Jacksonville. It's not just about guys kicking 70-yard field goals there. Although I'll bet he can do that. You want to bet he could kick? If they needed a field goal kicker, you want to bet that dude could go out and kick a field goal?
Pull an Ocho Cinco.
You know what? He's like, I don't want to be disrespectful here, but some dudes are just athletes and can do everything. Like Dontrell Moore is a stud, right? Still, 20 years after his playing time. Like, I don't know if people know that dude's like as good of a golfer as he is and goes out and shoots this, mid-70s, right? Some dudes could just do whatever. Travis Hunter played 10 snaps on offense. All with the first team. It was the opening drive. He had 2 catches, 9 yards. He played 8 snaps on defense. He missed a tackle. Liam Cohen is their head coach in Jacksonville. Quote, I'll have to watch the tape on how he operated defensively a little bit more, but I thought offensively he made the right decisions on those option routes. Made a good catch. Almost broke out of that one where Trevor Lawrence put it behind him on that third down we talked about. But I'll have to go watch the tape a little more to know. Look, you got something special. And this is really tricky but really simple. Well, how can it be both, Jeff? Well, it feels like you've got, and we use this term way too often, but I do believe it applies here, generational talent, right? We talk about Ohtani being different. Generational. Hell, we've never seen anything like that. This is, and I don't even want to say Bo Jackson, because Bo Jackson was 2 sports. Bo Jackson never played defense, although he probably could have played linebacker. We got a guy who might be really, really good, like top, and if I say top 10 at his position on each side, that's not disrespectful. He's a rookie coming into the league full of really good players. But if you say he's a top 10 receiver and a top 10 cornerback, that's freaking good, isn't it?
It's insane at the NFL level.
Yeah. And I don't think that's crazy to say he could be
that. I'm with you. It's one where, and we're hearing a little bit more from NFL players like Devontae Adams last week was like, hey, I'm excited to see you, but I don't know if you can play at that level both ways for an extended amount of time in the NFL. And I think that really is the biggest question. I think people believe he can do it. They're just saying, can you be that guy both ways for 3, 4, 5 years in your career? Right now, Jacksonville, this is worth it. Let him go play both ways. See what happens when you're in the rigors of an NFL season. This is a special elite athlete that maximize it now, and then we'll deal with it in a couple years.
Yeah. Why I say it's easy, because let him play. But why it's really tricky is how much. I don't need him playing 50 snaps on each side of the ball. He can't play 100 snaps a game like he did in college. But he can play 25 snaps on each side of the ball. He can be in key situations guarding, whether it's their, and I don't know that, if I'm playing the Vikings, let's just say they're playing the Vikings. I know they're not in the same division, not in the same conference. But let's just say that's who they're playing. I got him guard, I got him on Jordan Addison, maybe not Justin Jefferson. Right?
Yeah.
In their division, maybe he's not on Nico Collins, but he's on Tank Dell, right? Or something along those lines. Let me start there. And then I got packages where it's not a novelty, but it's not every play. Where he's in an offensive playing receiver. And he's going to be a decoy at times, and I want to throw at him, 6 times. If he gets 6 targets a game, that's pretty good, right?
Not too bad.
Probably complete 4 of them. Percentages will tell you. He's going to break one somewhere. I don't need him on punt return. I've been listening to this, and put him on punt return, put him on kick return. He's that dynamic. He's no. I don't need. Okay? But it's easy to me, but it's tricky. It's easy to me to find packages where I'm using this guy. Well, what are you going to do when he gets hurt? I don't know. What are you going to do when your left guard gets hurt in practice? It's freaking football, right? Well, he got hurt because he's playing too much. No, he got hurt because he's playing football, dude. Everybody who's ever played football has gotten hurt. Everybody. Is there a guy who's played football for, pick 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, who didn't get hurt? Everybody gets hurt. I'm hoping he doesn't get injured, right? What do you mean, Jeff? That's the same thing. No. There's a difference between being hurt and being injured. But it's at some point, then you back it down and see what he can do. But you got something that is different, man. When you get these unicorns, when you get something different, when you get a Steph Curry, you let him freaking shoot from midcourt. You don't let anybody else do it. Well, this is how it's done. These are the rules. Yeah, but every once in a while, somebody different comes along. And if this guy's that, then let him go, man. Then let him go be different. Just because it's never been done before doesn't mean it can't be done. This is how we do it. I got it, man. I got it. And batters can't hit and hitters can't bat. I got it until Ohtani came along. Or I'm sorry, batters can't pitch and pitchers can't bat. And then Ohtani came along and played like your best player in Little League, and you're like, whoa, remember that? That's how guys used to do it. And he's doing it at MVP level, the big league level. Right? It's hard, but it's easy at the same time. It's hard to manage it because you're going to see glimpses that you're going to want him out there all the time. And then what are you going to sacrifice? He can't play every play on defense. He just can't. If you're going to play him on offense. But you're going to find a mixture. And you're going to find a package. And this guy is going to make plays. And if he's what he appears to be, and by every account he appears to be that, right?
Absolutely. And this is one where I love the move for Jacksonville. People are like, oh, why would you give up first-round pick next year? Because even if he doesn't play both ways for 5 years, you could end up having a top 10 player on either side of the football. So there's a 50-50 chance that you get yourself a starter for X amount of time. And then there's also a 25% chance that you got yourself a starter for 5 years on both sides of the football. Pretty good when we're talking about what you're looking for in the first round.
Yes, and then go let him be different. Then go let him be the freak that he seems to be. I don't know, man. Like you got one in, who's your freak in basketball? Is it Wemby? I mean,
Wembanyama, the Greek freak.
Come on, man. 7-foot guys don't shoot threes.
LeBron James.
Right? You get a guy like that, you let him go be different. What was the last time football saw something like this? Something that was just totally different. You've seen receivers who make great catches. You've seen guys who are different, but breaking the norm. Right? That's what this is. If he can do it, you let him go be great. That's what you got, man. That's what you got. You got if you have an Ohtani, and we'll see, man. We'll see if he's football's Ohtani. I don't know that he is. I don't know that he isn't. But if anybody's had a chance to be different in this respect, it's this dude right here. And so to me, let it loose. Well, he's going to get hurt, Jeff. Yeah, so is your left guard and your quarterback and your receiver and your linebacker. Yeah, they play football, man. They're going to get hurt. But this guy seems to be a specimen. And by the way, he seems to be an insanely grounded dude, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
I didn't read it. I brought the Sports Illustrated, him on the cover, him fishing. I meant to read it on the plane, and I slept or watched a movie or something. I don't know. But it's still in my backpack. It'll be on my next trip. I don't know. I think if you got something special, go let him be special. And it feels like you got something special. All right, do the Titans have one? They're hoping they got something special. They had the first pick. How did their number one overall pick look in his opener? We'll get there. Want to hear from you today. 505-246-0610 on the opening drive. Thinking about a bathroom remodel. Tired of looking at that old bathroom, that old tub, that old whatever it is, or maybe it's just a touch-up or whatever it is you're looking for. Rebath of Albuquerque is your spot. They're the largest bathroom remodeling company in the country. They're the fastest growing, but they're also locally owned and operated by people you know and you can trust. What do you know about redoing a bathroom? Probably not a whole lot. Probably not a general contractor. This gives you peace of mind. There is zero risk at Rebath of Albuquerque because they handle everything from A to Z. They send a crew out. You don't even know what you want, maybe? They'll send a design consultant to your home. There's no high pressure on this. This is solution-based, and they've got tons and tons of ideas for you. I walk through the showroom, and I sometimes, it's mind-boggling. What fixtures do I want? What lighting do I want? What tile do I want? What grout do I there's a lot. They walk you through this, and you get to look at the ideas, and then you figure out exactly what you and your family want. They're reputable. They have a nationwide warranty, does Rebath, and they're locally owned. Cole and Sarah McCamey own Rebath of Albuquerque. You remember Cole, former quarterback at UNM, played at Artesia High School. Sarah, graduate of the Anderson School of Business, comes from a great business family here in Albuquerque. From southern New Mexico all the way to southern Colorado, this is efficiency, it's convenience, it's full bathrooms done within 5 days. How can that be? Well, they give you a crew and it's yours. They're not going to different jobs, saying, hey, I got to cut out this afternoon to go do the other one. Oh, we'll be back in 3 days because I got to be somewhere else. Once they put a crew on your job, they dedicate it to your job. They do it the full bathroom model within a week. Call them, see what they can do for you. I think you're going to love what you get, and you're going to love your new bathroom. It's Rebath of Albuquerque. Go to rebath.com, click around, look at what they have, what you want, and then make an appointment. 505-312-8922. 505-312-8922. It's Rebath of Albuquerque.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
The Yeller Sub, located on 7200 Montgomery Boulevard, serves breakfast all day long along with classic hot and cold subs. Don't forget about our shakes, malts and floats made with your favorite Bluebell ice cream. 45 years and still going strong. Come on down to the Yeller Sub, official sandwich of ProView Networks.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gala Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies. past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are one Eastern.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Marty Size in Albuquerque today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. For over 20 years, Evergard Roofing and Solar has been committed to customer service. Locally owned and operated, Evergard offers both commercial and residential roofing and solar services. For more info, please call 505-821-9543. Evergard Roofing and Solar are proud supporters of ProView Sports Network and New Mexico Youth Athletics.
I might not be in the cage as much anymore. Just like riding a bicycle, I can pick up the fight from where I left off. I'm not some slick-haired outsider posing with borrowed gloves. I grew up here. New Mexico is in my blood. I'm a New Mexican fighting for other New Mexicans. I'm Adam Oki. I'll be your champion in the courtroom.
Hi, my name is Daniel Chavez, and this is my business partner, David Chavez. We are the owners of Indeed Safety. Indeed Safety is a local safety consulting company helping our clients with their safety needs for their projects.
One of the things we pride ourselves as a construction safety company is helping our men and women in construction get home safe every day to their families. Indeed Safety is a proud supporter of ProView Network.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit hanswhitlerauto.com. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
So I don't get football tonight? I thought I come back to the States and I get football every night of my life. That's not how that works. Wait, isn't there Monday Night Football? There's got to be. Scores. There's got to be. I mean, doesn't there have to be? I guess there doesn't have to be.
No football-free weekend.
What are we doing?
Till February.
All right. That's probably best. 505-246-0610. You watched over the weekend. The number one overall pick is Cam Ward, Titans quarterback, preseason opener. Started out going 3-and-out, but then he bounced back, went completed 5 passes on the next one, 67 yards, 11-play drive, 1-yard touchdown plunge by Tony Pollard. 5 for 8, 67 yards for Cam Ward. Head coach is Brian Callahan. Quote, "It was kind of weird first half of 3 possessions. He had 1 3-and-out, then came back with a touchdown drive. Started to feel comfortable, was begging to go back in, but that was not in the cards tonight," end quote. Cam Ward, that's their dude, right? I mean, there's no conversation here.
He's the guy that's playing right away.
Yeah,
it's just,
I mean, Will Levis is out. Yeah.
What did it look like? Comfortable. Calvin Ridley all day. Let's go.
You on Calvin Ridley? Everybody seems to be on Calvin Ridley, and I'm just struggling getting there. I think from a fantasy perspective, the ADP, the average draft position of Ridley versus who's in that offense, I definitely think you could get a payoff there. All right. I got rid of him last year.
Here's the thing, Jeff. Yeah. When it comes to fantasy football, there's value on every team in the NFL.
Even Alvin Kamara.
Yep.
All right. Even Saints quarterback.
No.
Okay.
You can find value.
Where?
On every team.
Okay. All right. Just want to make sure I understand it. Golf was good yesterday too. If you're into the FedEx Cup playoffs. What are the Colts going to do at quarterback? Kickers matter. What about Bill? Remember Bill? Bill who, Jeff? Bill. Bill. It was Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. Bill. Got an update on him, too. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is Pro View. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with with green stuff. One scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough. Back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot. It's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
The Yeller Sub, located on 7200 Montgomery Boulevard, serves breakfast all day long along with classic hot and cold subs. Don't forget about our shakes, malts and floats made with your favorite Blue Bell ice cream. 45 years and still going strong. Come on down to the Yeller Sub, official sandwich of ProView Networks.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. For over 20 years, Everguard Roofing and Solar has been committed to customer service. Locally owned and operated, Everguard offers both commercial and residential roofing and solar services. For more info, please call 505-821-9543. Everguard Roofing and Solar are proud supporters of ProView Sports Network and New Mexico Youth Athletics. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
I might not be in the cage as much anymore. Just like riding a bicycle, I can pick up the fight from where I left off. I'm not some slick-haired outsider posing with borrowed gloves. I grew up here. New Mexico is in my blood. I'm a New Mexican fighting for other New Mexicans. I'm Adam Oki. I'll be your champion in the courtroom.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
FM and AM 610, the sports animal. Here's Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck.
Monday. How you living on Monday? Opening Drive found you, or you found us. Welcome to our day. 95.9 FM and AM 610, The Sports Animal. Thank you for listening. Today and every day, Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. 505-246-0610 is how to get here. 505-246-0610. Your emails come in, Jeff at sportsanimалabq.com. JJ at sportsanimалabq.com. The 31st Sports Animal Birthday Bash is coming up. 31. At Ex Novo, Saturday, August 23rd. It'll be from noon to 4. Free limited edition t-shirts for the first 100 people who show up. There'll be food and drink specials from Ex Novo. See all your favorite sports animal personalities, professional and UNM sports stars at Ex Novo Brewing Company, 701 Central Avenue Northwest. Go to our website, sportsanimалabq.com, for more details. 31 years, dude. And so we've been 17. So we're way over this show, way over half the time these radio stations have been on the air. That's something.
That's
right?
crazy. That does not happen.
That's
You have one of the longest tenures in sports talk radio. Across the nation.
Yeah, I don't know how long Henry did it, but we've been doing this. It's kind of cool, local. Yeah, it's a hell of a run we've had on this thing. I think the key card still worked when I came back from taking some time off, so I guess we're still going. So it's good. And headed into another football season, which is going to be really fun. You watched some football over the weekend. JJ, you've been out at you've been out at Lobo football practice, and defense seems to be something that you can hang your hat on. It's been a minute since both sides of the ball at UNM have been. Is reliable the word?
Yes, there hasn't been a consistency on either side of the football.
On either?
In a while. We're at the same time.
At the same time. Yeah, on both sides. That's where I'm going. You concerned yet about the offense, or is it too early to be concerned?
Concerned about the wide receivers.
Okay. Well, I mean, then you got to be concerned about the offense. Because if quarterback can be great if he's got no one to throw to. And it's a health issue, right? More so than a talent issue.
At this point.
Yeah. That means somebody else has to step up. You got guys, look, we've got 3 weeks to get people healthy. Can you get them there and then get them in tune? You believe Jack Lane will be the guy, or you're not as convinced, right, at quarterback?
I think he's a starter, but I do think that the competition is closer than anyone anticipated or thought, and I actually think that's a positive. If Lobstein can show that he can run the offense, trust, because the one thing with Jack Lane, man, he just availability. And he's been injured in his career. He's coming off an elbow injury in the summer. So you're going to need to have someone you're confident in. And it does feel like with Lobstein, the coaching staff has seen that, hey, this is a guy that's risen above everyone else. The young guys aren't in the competition. I'm talking about Cole Welliver, the transfer from UConn, the true freshman. They're not there. And it's Lane and it's Lobstein that.
How'd Welliver look? Do you see something there?
Yeah, he's.
Is it something I just want to be there? Because
yes,
yeah.
Like it's what I like. What Coach Eck does is there's always something going on the other field. He'll have the 1s versus 1s or 2 versus 2s, but he always has something going on. And he talked about these guys need reps, and so Welliver is scout team quarterback right now, but those guys are always on the other field playing, and they'll come together for the full team periods where the entire team is together, they're working on stuff, but he always has guys working, which is what you have. But the reality is there's 2 guys that are pulled away in the quarterback room,
and I think we kind of anticipated that coming. How's the freshman look?
Looks like a freshman.
Yeah,
like there's flashes of athleticism, but
okay,
he's not.
All right, so
you're going to be playing anytime soon.
I think you're going to see both guys playing in Ann Arbor. Both Lobstein and Lane. Now, what that means, I mean, I hope people don't lose their mind over one game and here we go again or whatever. I hope you'll keep perspective on what's going to happen when you go out to Ann Arbor. You're going to be playing against a team that won a national championship 2 years ago, whose last 2 games they beat Alabama and Ohio State. And this is a first-time roster playing together in the big house in front of 110,000 people. And again, I'm not sitting here telling you you're going to go in and get smoked. I'm not telling you you're going to go win.
You gotta be real,
man. It could be what it could.
You gotta be
right?
real,
right?
And I think what you just said, it does make a lot of sense. Is best case scenario, you're going in there and you're competing to the very end. If not,
well, I'd be happy if you competed into the second half right now.
I wouldn't have a problem seeing both quarterbacks play.
Right? I think you're probably going to, and they're both going to get a look. And that doesn't look. If in fact they go to the bench and they let Lobstein play, that doesn't mean Jack Lane's. I hope people don't lose their mind, because I think you are going to see them both. And I think that's probably good. The line's up to 36.5. It was 35 when it opened, right? I mean, that's going to be the trend. You think it gets to 40? I do. And again, it only because that's nothing against New Mexico in this situation. If I'm betting this as a professional bettor, and I'm not, and I guess that's not fair because I'm so bad at it. But I look at it and I say, I got a team in New Mexico who's got a first-year coach, 50, 60-something new players, meshing, coming together. Their top 3 receivers are hurt. I'm not sure who their quarterback is. And on the other side, I got a home opener for a team. And granted, they've lost players too. But whether they play Underwood or they play Mikey Keene.
And that to me would be, I don't know if that, in terms of the sharps or things that could really move lines.
Yeah.
With the quarterback question at Michigan, if people are going to want to push it to 40.
Fair enough. Because you don't, I'll bet you see both of them too. I mean, at some point they're going to run Bryce Underwood out there because the next week they play Oklahoma. Right? And so Bryce Underwood's the highly touted recruit, the Michigan kid, the guy who's getting all the NIL, but he's a true freshman. And you got Mikey Keene, the kid from Fresno State who's played a lot of football and who's over there and, probably came over thinking he's going to spend his last year playing football, not just getting a bigger check. Or maybe not. But I'm looking at it and I'm like, gosh, this is a roster that a bunch of these guys are back. JJ, the last 2 games they played, they beat Alabama in the bowl game and they beat Ohio State at the Horseshoe. I mean, well, I don't care if it was Boise State going in there.
It's Division I football,
right? Football is football, but
dude, you missed it. You can go back and listen to the podcast if you like. Caught up with Colin Lockett, Aztec legend, former wide receiver, played 4 years there, now UNM wide receiver coach.
Yeah.
I think about 3 times he dropped football is football.
Did he?
It was a good conversation, but he was...
Did he use it like Bobo does, or what?
Like football is football, man.
So no matter where you are, football is football, and you put the guys out there, and 11 guys line up, and they strap it up, and they, and they go against it. Yeah. Football is football. Mike Bobo hit us with that about 50 times, didn't he? He was really good with it. All right, football is football, but sometimes it's different. Football is football. Sometimes the quarterback is different. Football is football, and sometimes it's different because, well, you just need fresh scenery. This quarterback is getting fresh scenery again. Are you buying into him this time in this place? It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610 Sports Animal.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are one Eastern.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
We aren't all born with the same opportunities. But it's the people who care that change everything.
Get ready, Sprout, get ready!
My coach. My teacher. My older sisters. My grandma. My brother. My tutor. My dad and my mom.
As New Mexicans, it's up to all of us to do our part.
So that no child goes without love.
And no family has to do it all on their own.
They're all our children. Every single person is called to make a difference in the life of a child.
It's up to all of us to do our part.
To pull together.
Pull together.
Pull together.
To make New Mexico the best place to be a kid.
I'm David C. Chavez, personal injury attorney. For over 4 decades, our law firm has remained steadfast in our commitment to serving the remarkable people of New Mexico that have been injured through no fault of their own. I'm a New Mexican fighting for New Mexicans. I received my bachelor's degree at NMSU and earned my law degree at UNM. I can proudly say I'm both an Aggie and a Lobo. Call now and I will meet with you. 40 years strong, and we're still as local as red and green.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit hanswhitlerauto.com.
You followed him from the first day he signed with the team. You remember the day he poured in 63 points? The night he played a sold-out concert to 30,000 people. The day he gave his infamous speech. That's why you believe in heroes. That's why you remember and collect their memorabilia. All in autographs, where you can meet some of the greats, collect some of the greats, and share your own legacy. Visit All In Autographs, where you can celebrate the great and have your own piece of history.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
Turbo Threads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sports shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. Turbo Threads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for Turbo Threads.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gala Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies. Past
Now, last year Russell Wilson got hurt, but Fields did enough to where he could come back the next year, and the Jets handed him the job.
See, he has not been brutal in any of his places, right? He hasn't been. Now, there's plenty of people who say he isn't it. But with the Bears, was he horrible?
I wouldn't say it was horrible.
I wouldn't either. With the Steelers, he sure as hell wasn't horrible. In fact, winning 4-1, that's not horrible. And they got benched for Russell Wilson. So, and the way the story goes is the Steelers wanted him to come back, but he signed with the Jets, a free agent. And the Jets opted for him over Aaron Rodgers, who is now with the Steelers. So he goes 3 for 4, 42 yards, ran for a touchdown. He's the Jets quarterback. Aaron Glenn's the first-year coach of the Jets. I've told you, this is a quote, I've told you guys this, and I'll tell him this. He's going to get criticized for every little thing, and the good thing about him is he's so mature. When we talk about this on a consistent basis, he didn't care. We know exactly where he's at. We know exactly where he's going. And we're going to continue to work our ass off until we get there, end quote. So Aaron Glenn's riding this train because he has to. And it's a now or never year probably for him. Now he'll bounce around if he doesn't keep this job and be a backup, and he'll probably be in the league for 12 years, right? Be a great backup. But speaking of that, Tyrod Taylor's his backup. I mean, he could have a Tyrod Taylor career, right?
He could.
And I'm sure Tyrod Taylor's made a lot of money. You buying? Because there's a part of me that is.
I don't think we're seeing like a Baker Mayfield explosion resurgence where you're locked in and you're like, man, this guy's going to be our quarterback for however long. And that's where Tampa Bay is at with Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
Dude had 40-plus touchdowns
He's
last
terrific.
year. Won the division. But I think it's more so along the lines of you see enough to where Justin Fields will be intriguing and you want him as a quarterback, maybe at times a starter, but you probably won't feel like you can win the division.
With Baker Mayfield. Or with
Justin Fields.
So you can't win that division because the Bills are there? I mean, I don't know why aren't you as good as the Patriots? What if you believe in them? They have Drake May, a new coach. They've done good things to their roster. I think New England, if you're looking for a dark horse that comes, one of those teams every year that was last place and becomes, a playoff team, New England's not a bad bet. They're not. But your division, are you sold on Miami?
No.
I'm not. Are you sold on New England?
No.
Why would you be? I mean, everybody's sold on the Bills. So, all right, so you don't win the division. Can you be a wild card team? If this guy, Justin Fields, gets them to be a wild card team this year, is he your quarterback next year?
Yes, he is.
Probably, right? Now, I don't know what you're paying him, but I don't know. There's a part of me that's buying it a little bit. I've always liked him as a quarterback. And I kind of watch patterns. When the guys in the know like him, when two teams wanted him instead of Aaron Rodgers, and look, I get it. Aaron Rodgers is 42 years old, and he's 1 year off the Achilles, and what's left? And, are you looking for a 1 year stopgap, or are you looking for a 3 year stopgap, right? But both the Jets and the Steelers seem to have wanted this guy over Aaron Rodgers, correct? The Jets sure as hell did. They could have had either one. Tells me the guys in the know see something there. I get it. He's not a great thrower. I don't think he's a horrible passer. And as Aaron Glenn says, I think he's pretty mature. And he's kind of got it out of the pocket.
Yeah, and I think that the biggest thing for Justin Fields is the Jets are all in with him. Like, they went out there, gave him guaranteed money this season to be their starting quarterback. So it's not, hey, we want you to do this. They targeted him and said, hey, we are going to build the offense around you. And I think that's a big thing, is knowing that his athleticism outside the pocket is big. The right throws, the right reads in the offense. And that's where I think you can have a consistent Justin Fields, the fact that they're all in with him. It wasn't, last year, yeah, you brought him in, but Russell Wilson was always going to be the guy, and the offense was going to be tailored to Russell Wilson. No, this offense is all about Justin Fields.
Yeah. And look, they got weapons, man. They just paid Garrett Wilson. Breece Hall's a good running back. Last year, he was like the big, hot running back in the preseason. Now I think he's healthy. I don't know what they do at tight end. I always look at tight ends, man. I just think quarterbacks need that safety blanket, that comfort thing. Now, is Josh Reynolds a true number 2? Is Alan Lazard? I worry about the depth of their receiving core. I don't know that they're super deep, but man, he's got a number 1. He's got a good running back. I think their line's okay. I don't know, man. There's something there. What do the Colts do at quarterback? Daniel Jones is there now. Remember, it's Daniel Jones and Anthony Richardson. The other New York quarterback of past now. As of now, the Colts are staying with the plan that is to start Daniel Jones at quarterback in their next preseason game. They tweaked it, though. They're going to tweak the playing time between him and Anthony Richardson. Shane Steichen's their coach. He said yesterday at a press conference, Jones will start against the Packers. He expects him to play a couple of series, and then Richardson will come in and expected to have a longer stay. Jones, 10 of 21, 144 in the opener. Richardson, 2 of 3 for 21 yards before his injury. What was his injury? What happened to Anthony Richardson?
Dislocated pinky on his throwing hand.
That's a problem, dude.
He got smacked, did not see the blitz coming from the right side. Boom.
All right. Well, I mean, like you can't throw the football if you can't grip the football, right? Football is football. Guess he returned to practice after the finger injury. Dislocated right pinky. Daniel Jones, your opening day quarterback there, right?
Not so fast, my friend.
You think it goes the other way? Huh?
I do.
Huh. All right.
You know what you got with Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
You need to see, can this dude do it or not? It is now or never for Anthony Richardson in Indiana.
Well, you spent a lot of capital on him. I mean, number 5 overall pick. That's what he was, right? 5? Number 5 overall pick is a lot of capital. And I get it. But again, and this is the whole, how do you get experience without having experience? I mean, that's what this thing is. How do you get experience? Well, you don't have experience. Yeah, I got it, man. How do I get the experience? Let him play. But if, again, how much rope does Shane Steichen have? You got new ownership, right? The owner just died. So you got new people there. Same family.
And and from all reports, his Jim Irsay's daughters have been involved.
Okay.
So they're not going in blind to the situation.
Right, understood. All right, 505-246-0610. Come on in. Where you at? Got football going on. I want to hear your thoughts on it, on everything you saw over the weekend. Whether it was Shador, whether it was JJ, we haven't got to JJ McCarthy. Let's hit that next. And then Dak. Oh, Dak made a prediction. Yeah, that's right. We'll see. Where? One of those teams might be in the NFC Championship game. I think it'll be Dak Prescott. We'll talk about that when we get back. Hey, fantasy football season is here. I know you're looking at all the predictions. You're doing your work. Twin Peaks is your place for draft. Draft like a pro over at Twin Peaks. Now through September 4th. Book your fantasy football draft party over at Twin Peaks and score big. You get a full draft kit, a $50 kickback card for the commissioner, a $5 kickback card for everybody in your league. Plus, you can sip on local specials and enter to win $1,000 in cash thanks to Molson Coors. And don't miss any of the preseason action. It is on every screen at Twin Peaks. So get by there and make your draft. I know you're all going, where are we going to do our draft? There's your spot. Coming up on Saturday, August 16th, doubleheader at Twin Peaks. First up, it's National Rum Day. And you can celebrate with sweet deals on handcrafted rum cocktails like Mai Tai, Mojito, Rum Chata, and the Cuban Old Fashioned. It's over at Twin Peaks. And then stick around for UFC 319. Watch every punch, takedown, and knockdown live. No cover at Twin Peaks. Grab a 29-degree draft, feast on made-from-scratch wings, and feel every round like you're cage side. No pay-per-view fee at Twin Peaks. No hassle, just the best fight night atmosphere around, and it's only at Twin Peaks.
Listen to 95.9
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gala Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
What's going on, Lobo Nation? Ja'Cory Krosky-Mirror here. And I'm Devin Dampier. The Lobo football team is going through some changes, but we're here to stay. We'll put in the work on the field and in the weight room, but we'll need your help off the field. 505 Sports Venture is leading the charge in the NIL space. And you can be part of it.
Shorty, she better than all my intentions. Like me, shorty, you got my attention. CEO, baby, I get you the business. Touchdown and pay you a visit.
We aren't all born with the same opportunities. But it's the people who care that change everything.
Get ready, Spell, get ready.
My coach, my teacher, my older sisters, my grandma, my brother, my tutor, my dad and my mom.
As New Mexicans, it's up to all of us to do our part.
So that no child goes without love.
And no family has to do it all on their own.
They're all our children. Every single person is called to make a difference in the life of a child.
It's up to all of us to do our part.
To pull together.
Pull together.
Pull together.
To make New Mexico the best place to be a kid.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are one Eastern.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Eagle Greens and Turkey.
On some sideline camera, his exchange with Stan Kroenke, the Rams owner? Because I guess Stan Kroenke and Jerry Jones were just hanging out on the sideline.
It's one of the... Yeah, it's one of those things, you know, they kind of a huddle, and cameras are like, oh, let's look at this.
Yeah, well, I mean, that would be something to look at. And Jerry and Stan Kroenke were meeting. I don't know what they were talking about, whatever zillionaires talk about. Where should I have dinner?
Stan was like, hey, you see that thing on social media where Aaron Donald said he might come back?
Wait, what?
So Aaron Donald,
yeah,
last week on the Instagram.
Yeah.
So there was like a Photoshop going around of Micah Parsons in a Rams jersey.
Yeah.
And Aaron Donald was like, I might come back to play on that defensive line. So maybe Stan Kroenke was like, well, if we give you a first-round pick, Jerry, we can take that guy that's frustrating you off your hands.
I'll take your first-round pick and that puck and the cucka. And I like puka, puka.
Oh, you can pull one over on Jerry.
I'll take a puka shell.
You'd be like, you seen this backup quarterback we have from the SEC? Stetson Bennett? He's
I
a
don't
champion,
know if he's
man.
as good as Joe Milton now. I got the best backup quarterback. I got Joe Milton.
Hey, we'll throw him in for free. Jerry.
So on the way out, Dak said to Stan Kroenke, the Rams owner, we'll meet y'all in the NFC Championship. Okay. Look, man, I'm reading this headline everywhere. I'm like, who cares? This is another one of those things that I guess in preseason, people are losing their mind. How can he say that? They haven't been in the NFC Championship in 29 years. It's the longest drought and the third long in the NFC, third longest in the NFL. Only the Browns and the Dolphins have longer droughts of getting to a championship game. And I'm like, so my quarterback said to the other team's owner, we'll see you in the championship game and in a preseason game in August in which he didn't play. And I'm supposed to lose my mind over this? Well, how can he say that? And it's ridiculous. And now he's got it. He doesn't have to back it up. It's why people like this is one of those, to me, good for him, man. Yeah, that's we'll see you there. That means to me that's a lot of respect for you. Your team's really good. You're going to get there, and I'll tell you what, we're going to be there with you, and that's our plan. And I got we make such a big deal. Headlines are made out of nothing. Like I told you, man, I don't care that Gino flipped off some idiot fan with a sign, and I could care less, and certainly not going to beat him to hell over this, because he said to an opposing owner, we'll see y'all in the championship game. I mean, tell me why I should give a damn about this.
It's not you, Jeff. It's just the way that the fans will eat this up.
Okay.
And laughing at Dak Prescott, laughing at the Dallas Cowboys. Like, anytime you show confidence, which all these guys have to be confident, it's just stuff that it's easy for fan bases to start smack talk and run away with it and throw jokes at Dak Prescott because he said something like that.
All right. By the way, if he didn't have that confidence, you'd be pissed off too. All right, thanks for this text. We're talking about Travis Hunter, and I think he might be a unicorn. Texter sent this at 505-246-0610. Travis Hunter has the second highest odds for defensive, or the second best odds for defensive rookie of the year, and the fourth best odds for offensive rookie of the year right now, which is crazy. I'd love to see Dude win both.
That would be arguably one of the most amazing NFL seasons ever.
Would that be an MVP season? If Dude wins offensive and defensive rookie of the year? I mean, I know it's going to be Lamar or Mahomes or Josh.
If he's playing that well, when we're talking about beating someone like Ashton Jeanty, he's going to get plenty of touches.
Mm-hmm.
Even a Cam Ward, who a down season, still going to put up numbers.
I think the receiver from Arizona is going to have a great year, too.
Nick Millen in the Panthers offense.
Yeah.
Like, that would put you in the conversation.
All right, 505-246-0610. Edward, good day, sir. How are you? You're on the Sports Animal.
Well, it's like Lord of the Rings, Return of the King today.
No, it's just me.
Hey, how was Hooters and Cheesecake Factory? You have a good time?
I don't know if they had Hooters or Factoria de Cheesecake, or I don't know that they had that down there. I didn't see that, man, but the local cuisine was spectacular.
That's awesome. Christmas starts basically when football season starts, so I know JJ has a birthday coming up, and the Sports Animal Party So I have a dilemma. Do I go to Costco and buy the $17 cake, or do I go to my buddy ABC Cake Shop, Paul Bendiscus, who owns it, and pay a hefty couple $100 for a nice cake? I have a dilemma.
It's an easy answer, man. Do you know the crowd?
That's right.
That's Costco. I don't think Costco does the cakes anymore, do they? I think you got to go to Sam's Club. I almost said Scams Club.
I'm going to write a strongly worded letter to Mr. Sam Walton and say, hey, Sam's Club better deliver.
You know what I think you better do, though? I think you need to find our buddy Jess and get his ass out to this thing.
You know what, Jess? The Crusher alert has gone out, and I'm going to go pick Jess up. And speaking of our good friends and our brotherhood, well wishes to Howard. I know he's been a little down, and I want good things for him. So, Howard, if you're listening, got nothing but love for you, brother. But let's talk about the NFL briefly. Thank you for letting me share a few thoughts. You know, I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but I'm pretty smart. I'm probably in the upper percentile. And when I watch this Cowboys situation, and very objectively, Schottenheimer, who's been associated with the NFL for 3 decades, has never been in a coordinator role, offensive or defensive, was never offered any type of head coaching job, has never been considered. And the more I watch it, you know, just the false positivity, this has disaster written all over it. I think they could be staring at a 6 or 7 win season. I think offensively they're good enough to move the ball, but I just don't know if this is going to go well for them. You know, and who knows? He might shock us. I felt kind of the same way about Dan Campbell, but Dan Campbell was an offensive and defensive coordinator, and he was a proven commodity. But maybe I'm wrong. We've seen other things. Last year, before the season started, I told you when the Patriots hired Mayo, that was one of the worst hires, I would say, in the last 15 to 20 years in the NFL, and it proved to be right. And I think now that they brought in Vrabel, you know, I'm cautiously and hopefully optimistic that we could win 9 or 10 games and maybe get into the wild card. So I'm looking forward to the season. Regarding the gentleman winning Travis Hunter Offensive and Defensive Player of the Year, we've seen some amazing. I think we're watching the best baseball player in the history of Major League Baseball right now in Ohtani. So who's to say with these transcendent athletes, anything is possible? You have to remove you know, what you got going on. Hey, last thing, one of my really good friends here from Albuquerque, their daughter, she goes to Texas Tech, and she landed a job with PR with the Dallas Mavericks, and I'm like, what a perfect job to land right now when they get the guy from Duke, and I think I'll be going to some Dallas Maverick games. Have a great day.
See you. He's in on the Travis Hunter thing. Yeah, you and I both think Ohtani might be the best player we've ever seen. And it's hard to get me off of Griffey, man, because I watch that day in and day out. I would tell you, is he a better player than Griffey? I mean, if you take the pitching out of it, is he a better baseball player? But you can't take the pitching out of it. So
well, that's what makes him
the
unicorn.
Yeah.
But if you just said hitting wise,
well, hitting and fielding,
you know, probably
Griffey was the better.
Griffey has the edge with fielding.
Yeah. He was a hell of a hitter, too.
Yeah, and hitting, it's right there. So that's what just shows you how special a hitter Ken Griffey Jr. was.
I mean, Tony Gwynn's the best hitter I've ever seen, just pure hitter. Just pure hitter I watch on a daily basis. Just pure hitter. I had this conversation with Ray Birmingham when we were up in Farmington, actually. He was a big Tony Gwynn guy, too. And I think he agreed with me on Tony Gwynn being the best pure hitter that we've seen. Like, I think he was on the same thing with me, but you know, there were some great. I mean, Rod Carew. We went through this list on the broadcast the other day. Rod Carew, Wade Boggs, so many lefties too, right? Lefty. He's the best right-handed. Like Don Mattingly was a great hitter. Boggs, Carew.
New era guys think about like Miguel Cabrera.
Yeah.
Albert Pujols.
Yeah. Pujols is a great right-handed hitter. Yeah. 505, and Pete Rose, switch hitter. 505-246-0610. All right, wrapping when we come back. Everything you got to know as you get through this beautiful Monday here in the Burke. I guess I missed the heat wave, huh? Well, I got some humidity. No, I didn't know I could sweat that much. Like my bald head's just leaking. Humidity's real, man. It's relenting. Anyway, 505-246-0610. School started. right? School's underway. Now, get the car cleaned up. Now that the chaos has begun. Now that you're going, call On the Spot Automotive Detailing and have them come out after the summer road trips and the adventures, or maybe it's just everyday life. Maybe you don't even have kids, but your car looks like it needs On the Spot Automotive Detailing. Here's what they do. They come out to your place, your home, your office, whatever works for you, and they detail your vehicle. And that means inside and outside and under the hood and around the rims and under the seats and all those places you don't get. It's that new car clean. That's what the car dealers do. The day you took your car off the lot, that new car detailed feeling, you can have that without a new car price. It's one of your biggest investments. Take care of it. They'll come to you at your convenience. People ask me all the time, really? Yes. I don't know where their office is. I don't know where they're located, but they know where my office is. They come and detail my vehicle, and I love when they do it. It's one of my favorite things. Talk to them about paint protection, Phil. Ceramic coating. Your car will look flawless outside all year long. Guard against rock chips and bugs and UV damage. Get that showroom shine all through the year. And while you're at it, get your windows tinted for a cooler, more comfortable drive as well. They've been voted best in the city. You know why? Because they're the best in the city at what they do. On the Spot Automotive Detailing. Make sure to call On the Spot Automotive Detailing today or just book online. It's all right there. OTSdetailing.com. It's OTSdetailing.com.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
The Yeller Sub, located on 7200 Montgomery Boulevard, serves breakfast all day long along with classic hot and cold subs. Don't forget about our shakes, malts and floats made with your favorite Bluebell ice cream. 45 years and still going strong. Come on down to the Yeller Sub, official sandwich of ProView Networks.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth that's real tough, backed by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I've ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride barbecue chicken and ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Like to thank the following sponsors.
Podcasts.
All right, what's your big news as you go through your day, boys and girls? What's everybody going to be talking about? They're going to be talking about what happened over the weekend in football. Shador was probably going to be the big talk. 14 for 23, 138 yards and 2 touchdowns, even though that was on Friday. People are talking about that. If you're a baseball guy, people are talking about the big dumper. Cal Raleigh hitting his 45th home run yesterday. Seattle wins again. Brewers have won 9 in a row as well. We're going to be talking about maybe the city championship. How about Clark Sonnenberg, the former Albuquerque Academy golfer, the Lobo golfer, wins the city championship. Attaboy. How about Tulsa beating New Mexico United 5-2? United have lost 4 straight and fall to 5th place in the table. Or Landon Dickerson, the left guard of the Eagles, goes down with an injury in practice. Or did you catch the St. Jude yesterday? Justin Rose at extra holes. They kept playing 18 over and over and over again. Then they moved the hole. All right, stop. You guys know all that. You got the same putt over and over. All right, we're going to move the hole over here. And Justin Rose wins with a birdie when J.J. Spawn missed a 7-footer. And that's the first round of the playoffs. So did I miss anything on what people are going to be talking about?
I get a kick out of how they just go cut a brand new hole into the green.
People are amused by that beyond reproach.
Like, that's neat.
Yeah,
like,
people are like, whoa.
Oh, no, we've already played it twice, so let's move it over here.
Well, 3 times because we just freaking played it, and then we played it twice again.
Rose was unbelievable down the stretch.
Who did he birdie the last 4? Yeah, he's really good. And, I mean, JJ's had a hell of a year, though, huh? JJ Spawn. So somebody told me that because JJ Spawn is older by, I want to say relatively significantly older. Well, I say significant by a few years than Xander Schauffele, and they both went to San Diego State. And I don't know who it was. I do know who it was. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to tell you. People say, well, they must be really tight, right? Xander is. How old is Xander? Looking for a bio on him. He is 31 years old, and JJ is a little older than that. And so I figured they would be really tight. And evidently, JJ Spawn always had some resentment. He's 34, so there's a 3-year difference because Xander hit popularity so quickly upon hitting pro. And I'm like, well, whoever told me this, and I know who it was. I'm like, well, what's JJ's issue? Like, golf is the most cut and dry, black and white sport, right? There's no playing favorites. There's no I'm playing you over him. There's no rewarding. We don't vote for MVPs. You win or you don't. You put ball in hole in less strokes than other guy or you don't, right? I mean, and Xander's had unbelievable success really early in his career. He's won a gold medal. He's won 2 majors, right? And JJ really kind of just jumped onto the scene this year. I don't know where the animosity came, but I guess they're not super tight as you might think. 2 San Diego State golfers who are top 20 in the world right now. They're both going to be on the, I would assume, wouldn't you both be on the Ryder Cup team? I don't know how you keep
That would be my assumption.
How do you keep JJ Spawn off this year? Like,
He's been fantastic.
Scheffler's player of the year, but I don't know how you would keep JJ Spawn off. So, speaking of that, I think I got an email. I know it was on the text line. Where's that? That thing's over here. Hey, Jeff, pro golfer Scotty Scheffler will be on the course for the final round of the FedEx St. Jude. Also, Scotty's having his fill-in caddy on the course. Question, how much money does his caddy make? Probably decent cash. 10% is typical, unless you're playing for Matt Kuchar. And you're down in Mexico, and you get stiffed. But he gave him like $5,000, and he won like $1.5 million or something, right? Isn't that the story?
Yeah, there was, and he's like, "Oh, here's $20, thanks." Like, what?
Here's $5,000 and a case of Corona.
Like the waiter, I'm like, "Oh man, I just had this huge table, big old bill, and the dude left me $5."
Yeah. This is a good one. George Brett was the best hitter I got to see. Saw a game in the year he hit 390. Look, George Brett's right there too, man. That's a great one. Of that era, and those lefties in that era, George Brett, Rod Cruz, probably a little early, well, still in that era. Mattingly, Tony Gwynn, Wade Boggs, those guys that would hit in the upper threes and didn't strike out. The craziest stat on Tony Gwynn is like how he never struck out, right? You go back and look at his strikeout numbers, it's crazy. But yeah, no, George Brett's a great answer to that one, if you want to throw that in as well. Edward is a unicorn, sky piercing. Did he say sky piercing? I missed that. Maybe I did. All right, good stuff. It was good to be back in the saddle. I'm not going to lie. I think I had 2.5 hours sleep. Flight got in super late last night. I mean, we do all right on 2.5 hours sleep?
Oh, it did fantastic.
We didn't kill anyone on this thing. All right, tomorrow we'll dive back. Let's get some. Can we get some Louisville football in here this week? Have we talked to Lobstein yet?
No.
Can we put in a request for him, you think? Here, I'm going to do that right now. Okay, I mean, while you're doing this. I'm kidding. But I think he'd be fun to talk to, don't you think?
Absolutely.
And then let's get some defense. You know what else? I'd like to talk to David Combs.
Yeah, trying to work his way back in the rotation.
I think those would be good too. All right. The Herd with Colin Coward's next. Jim Rome Show is after that. 2 Men On's in at 4. We're back with award-winning radio tomorrow morning starting at 7 a.m. Don't forget the 31st Annual Sports Animal Birthday Bash, August 23rd from 12 to 4 over at Ex Novo. Adrian, good to be seen. Thanks for everything you do. He's JJ Buck. I am merely Jeff Symbieta. Thank you for being with us. Big day for you.
Huge day.
Enjoy it. Be good to each other, please. Be kind, loving, caring, and sharing. We'll smell you tomorrow.
For making this broadcast possible. For over 20 years, Evergard Roofing and Solar has been committed to customer service. Locally owned and operated, Evergard offers both commercial and residential roofing and solar services. For more info, please call 505-821-9543. Evergard Roofing and Solar are proud supporters of ProView Sports Network and New Mexico Youth Athletics. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today. If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Marty Size in Albuquerque today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
I'm David C. Chavis, personal injury attorney. Our law firm was founded by my father, Thibaut J. Chavis, with one goal, to get New Mexicans the help they need. That's why we built a different kind of law firm. We focus on family values, dedicated service, and we make a real contribution by giving back to our communities. We can't change what happened to you or your loved ones, but we can help you get back on the road to recovery. We're by your side, and we're still as local as red and green.
Hi, my name is Ruben, and I'm with the New Mexico Educational Assistance Foundation. We are proud sponsors of high school and college sports. Either college or trade, we can help you find the funding you need. Go to nmfafsa.org. That's nmfafsa.org.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-0000.